Because I'm black?
Yeah. No.
Why don't orphans play baseball? They don't know where home is.
Bro, they just hit the second tower, bro.
My dad named me after my great aunt who was a slave.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Welcome back, everybody.
Dynamite intro, Mrs. Lush. Honey, I know you don't like being uncomfortable when things get mildly offensive, but we're not going to go too hard on you. The team has put together some clips that are just that. Apparently on the verge of offensive, but not enough to make my wife walk out of the room. We hope. Let's see. Maybe they're funny, maybe they're not.
Out of there. Hey, y'all gotta speed it up. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the... Oh, hell no. Bro, you gotta quit. This job ain't for you. Damn, bro, it's out of there.
The guy with the long legs.
Yeah. I do love a good like New York City police pursuit narration by just a passerby.
Sure.
You randomly see these on Instagram. Oh no, he didn't do that.
Yeah,
It's just crazy. Oh, they got the whole team out here, like 60 people running around.
I pulled you over?
Because I'm black?
Yeah. No. Your wife fell out of the car about a mile back.
Oh wait, what? This just keeps taking turns. I'm sorry, because your wife fell out of the car a mile back?
About a mile back.
No wonder it was so quiet.
Oh my God. That's excellent.
There's no way that can be real, but that's very funny.
There's no way it's real.
Yeah.
Your wife fell out of the car.
No wonder it was so quiet.
Sure, sometimes you'd like to dump me out the back of a car.
Because I'm black? Yeah, I wouldn't send you out the back. I'd just shoot you out the front window. I'd do it gracefully, though, because I love you.
At least give me a heads up so I can tuck.
All right.
Why did the monkey fall out of the tree? Because it was dead.
Dumb. I do like Pedro Pascal. And by the way,
It's a terrible joke, though.
it's so stupid. For those of you watching that are Last of Us fans, when is The Last of Us Season 2 coming out? Okay. I've been waiting patiently. Little tangent here, a little
here
Lush
we
Life
go.
tangent. So I just started the new House of the Dragon season last night. I think they're like 3 episodes in. And I was like, oh, damn, it's been over 2 years. And this is one of those shows where it's like family trees, 70 characters, houses, like incest, people named the same thing, all with like weird medieval, fantasy names. So I had to spend like 25 minutes like reading a family tree character arc story just
try and
to
remember.
bring myself back. You guys know what I'm talking about if
That
you
happens
watch
when
it.
there's like too much time in between.
Oh yeah.
seasons.
Yeah, well hun, this isn't like, The Last of Us, all right? This
I don't
is
watch
this
that
is a
either.
very intricate web of deceit and family betrayal.
You enjoy that.
I know there's people watching that are like, oh, that's so stupid. And they're like, that's you. And then it's like, oh yeah.
I don't think it's stupid.
Give me
It's
that
just not my
fantasy
thing.
Game of Thrones thing, and that's me. All right, I'll let you have that then. As long as you don't think what I like is stupid.
You know what?
And then he says, Harley, why don't you learn Spanish? I go, what the do I need to know Spanish for? I'm American and I'm from here.
Yeah, but you're
Why don't you guys learn to speak English?
You're working for a Mexican, dude.
Man, I don't know how I fell into that bucket. I'm a...
I know so many guys like that.
Really?
Well, I mean, I lived in New Hampshire for a lot of years. That's just very older dude, blue collar. You hear that type of exchange, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
funny part is that he's the one that's working for a Mexican as opposed
Yeah.
to normally it's typically like Americans that own these landscaping companies and hire on a lot of help from immigrants or whatever else. So a little backwards there.
When do you think the last time that guy washed his ponytail was?
I mean,
Did you look at it?
you think it's gonna look that silky smooth after using chemical filled shampoo? No, you let that baby fester and get greasy and long and gross. I don't watch it. I learned Spanish. You gotta learn English. He doesn't wash his hair.
Why don't orphans play baseball? They don't know where home is. What do you get when you cross
Nice.
an onion with a donkey? A piece of ass that'll bring a tear to your eye. So a black guy and a Mexican are in a car.
I like that one, actually.
What do you call it? Cheap circumcision? A ripoff. You know you're in trouble when you hear the Asian kids say during an exam. Why doesn't Mexico have an Olympic team? Because all the people that can run, swim, and jump are already here in the US. What's the difference between erotic and kinky? Erotic is using the
got it.
feather. Kinky is using the whole chicken. What's the leading cause of death in lesbians? Hairballs. What is strong enough for a man but made for a woman? The back of my hand.
Heard that before.
What's the difference between snowmen and snow women? Snowballs. Why are crippled people always picked on? Because they can't stand up for themselves. I'm so going to hell. What would it take to get a Beatles reunion? 2 bullets. Why did Hitler commit suicide? He got the gas bill. How do you circumcise a hillbilly? You kick his sister in the jaw. What's the difference between you and eggs? Eggs get laid. You don't. What did the letter O say to the letter Q? Dude, your is hanging out.
So
Wow.
that was just a
Whoa,
lot
that
to
was a
process. Yeah,
I
handful.
had to like accept that I wasn't gonna hear all of them because I was still processing the last one.
Yeah, there was definitely a handful of those that were popular when I was in middle school.
Sure.
Like back at that age where it's like you start to learn like what offensive means and like you start picking up on stereotype joke, whatever. There's being offensive for the sake of being offensive, and then there's like something inappropriate or where you're using a stereotype, which is like the backbone of all comedy, quite frankly, that creates a funny punchline. So I'm all for it when it creates a funny punchline. I wasn't ready for a rapid fire 60-second of all the racist jokes I've heard in the last 20 years, though. Short people don't watch. Oh, I've seen. Is this the one where it? Oh, yeah. I know it's coming.
You do?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I've seen these a million times. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, did it get you?
I didn't know it was coming. Obviously, I knew something was gonna happen, but how am I supposed to react to mildly offensive things? Like, show that I'm really an asshole? Or just be silent? Am I supposed to be an asshole and laugh, or just sit here
Are you outing yourself?
the whole time?
That's the point, hon. I'm supposed to be the asshole.
Oh.
You're supposed to react genuinely, which is what I do. I'm
just gonna sit here
I've
with my
been
mouth shut.
online for a long time, so if something makes me laugh, I will laugh.
I mean, I'm not usually over here trying to control my reaction, but when things are offensive, it's a little bit different.
For you, maybe. Yeah, no, you're right. Here we go. Now we're under some disabled something. So now we're walking the line.
You're grounded. You can't ground me. Wait.
Got him.
Mom. Wait, I'm sorry. Come back.
Got him. I like when they're in on it. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, when people are in
That's
on it.
good.
That's enjoyable. I'm not a big fan of picking on people that have conditions or things in their life they can't control. That's not funny. But when you're in on it, I love that. When you can pick on yourself, that's a good time. Putting my boyfriend on the counter.
Bring that ass here, boy.
What are you doing? It's like she's used to doing that anyway.
There's no way she's picking him up that high.
No chance. He's like thick too.
Yeah. They're cracking up. I feel like he's about to get hurt because she's gonna drop his ass.
Hey, sexy.
She did it. I'm impressed.
I am too.
Nice trend.
Just gonna walk away.
I ain't ducking no smoke, boy. You know where I'm at. Well, guess what? Come see me then.
Oh, we're going.
Coming in from
Bro, they just hit the second tower, bro.
east side, and it blows into the building.
The last time we did a video like this, you remember how I told you it was like it's very edgy and Zoomer humor, Discord chat to like just like meme and make
which is
jokes
so
about
weird.
9/11, and you like couldn't believe it. I
Yes.
was like, oh yeah, those ones don't fly on Instagram usually. That's very like Twitter, Discord, private chat type stuff. But
It's not registering as like
Oh,
what are
yeah.
they? What's the point of it? What are they trying to do?
it's literally, I think, just supposed to be misdirection.
Come see me then.
Like, oh, okay, cell technology. Oh, 9/11. Like, I don't really know. It's not funny to me. I've certainly seen 9/11 jokes that I laughed at.
I think I have two, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't want to though.
But these ones just aren't funny, so I don't know. Or signs you might be bisexual. Always hungry? What? What did I just watch? Oh, I get
What
it. No, I get it.
I do too.
All right, so this is some dumb broad trying to make a TikTok, and she's like, "Signs you might be bisexual. I'm always hungry." And then this guy was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, that clearly doesn't make sense."
Also,
A lot of countries
I'm
outside.
always hungry, so nah.
Got three things. Ooh.
Oh my god, I remember that. Do you? Wasn't there just
What?
two things? Weren't there just two? Oh, for
Wait
fuck's
for
sake.
it. Yeah, I got it like 2 seconds before you did. See, that's funny because the way it was framed.
Just the framing
The
of it.
misdirection,
Yes. The joke, obviously
Good
not.
times. Good
but
times.
Execution, all right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Then you look on and sick. You were like, wait, that was only 2 things. Those only 2. Got him.
Dark racist jokes with my mom. All right, Ma. You got a Christmas tree, Christmas ornaments, Christmas lights, and a black man. Which one doesn't belong?
I don't know. I'm gonna say the black man just because.
The Christmas tree, because you don't hang Christmas trees.
Ooh.
Oh, I get it. Okay, yeah. He was right. That is dark humor with
It
his
is
mom.
dark.
She just goes, ooh. Jesus Christ.
My favorite day of the week. New Music Tuesday.
early 2000s. It's gonna be 9/11 again.
I don't, what?
No, the joke I believe is that it's like it's been so long now that it's like nostalgic. I don't know what the real punchline is, but it just is a thing. I'm still not really sold on the format, but clearly it's taken hold on Instagram because these things get crazy views. Absolutely nostalgic. A lot of people dropped on that day, if I recall correctly. Yeah, and then like the comment jokes.
What the hell?
Yeah. Follow for more 9/11 content. Like joking, obviously. Instagram is 90% 9/11 jokes now. System of a Down just released Toxicity. Actually, that's not wrong. Great song. One of my favorite songs ever. I guess it's just this joke of like taking something, you know how there's a lot of posts, like nostalgia posts, like things 90s kids remember, blah, 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 blah. It's like doing that and then taking this obviously horrific event and trying to shoehorn it in as some sort of like piece of the nostalgia train.
Doesn't work for me.
Well, I know. That's the whole point of the joke, is it's like super offensive and now we're making it not. I don't know.
Do you think that, well...
We're probably gonna
I know
we're gonna get slayed in the comments by like maybe it's more obvious to us than it should be, but
maybe,
or maybe it's more obvious but not to us. What?
Maybe younger kids think it's funnier because they weren't really around or
oh
aware.
definitely, yeah 100%. Yeah, there's definitely that piece of it to it, but a lot of these are being made by people that were old enough to like remember, probably, I would think, because it's Instagram. Oh, got it.
I didn't.
Come on.
Nope.
What might be another name for an old person that's mentally losing it?
What?
A brain dead person. What might you call a brain dead person?
Okay.
Got it?
Yep. That's what.
Come on. This guy's a legend. Look at, he's like, this is what he does. He's like 100 years old. He's making TikTok jokes. Oh, shit. I'm so close to death.
That one's way better.
You like that one better?
He's so cute. He has a giant smile.
This guy's good, dude. I love this guy.
Him. Not so much the vegetable one, but
we used to eat. It's delicious. It
can
be hot
oh, no.
or eaten cold from the tin. Good with brown sauce.
We just
brown
simultaneously
sauce.
puke.
Good.
I feel like you'd eat
Dude,
the shit out of that.
This guy cooks, dude. Who's his granddad Joe?
Oh my god.
7.3 million followers. This guy is a TikTok
he's gonna
legend.
get a follow from me.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Nancy.
Nancy, that's my mom's name.
My dad named me after my great aunt who was a slave.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about? Apologize for a name. I'm sure that this was like one of those cut videos where it's like something about history and race, and they're always pushing all the buttons of like racial disparities and stuff. So classic cut video. You know what's funny? I feel like Jubilee kind of took over for a while. I haven't seen much from Cut in a long time. I feel like Cut started that, and then Jubilee came in and like took over with the button and like all the racial ones, and then maybe Cut's still around. Who knows?
Social experiment.
Yeah. The white background ones I was telling you about.
I know. We've done them.
Yeah. Those two channels.
I remember.
We spoke about this, and then now all these other people are like biting off that.
Oh,
and
I'm
starting
excited
their
for
own.
ordering from Shein. This one's gonna be interesting.
You know what it never was? That serious. It was never that serious.
I know what it
The
is.
clothes are made in like a sweatshop, supposedly.
Why are you excited to order from them then?
No, I'm not. I was excited to see that video because I had a feeling I knew where they were going with it, and clearly I was right.
Is that the company? So the thing I saw about, I think, where they literally hired American influencers to go over to the fucking factories in China and like walk around and pretend like everything was beautiful and hunky dory.
I don't know about
like classic Chinese PR campaign.
Do you think so?
This happened, and I think it was Shein. It could have been a different company, but there was a couple of influencers that went over, and like everyone was like excited to be working, and like of course, you know, like classic Chinese PR campaign. I think that was Shein. If not, I have heard about that where it's like, yeah, there are two sides to that are, you know, typical. I feel like Gen Z like wants to get behind the next great cause, and it's like, oh, unfair labor, child sweatshop working or whatever. I'm like, how do you think like your phone's made? How do you think everything that's imported in the United States is made? Like half the shit comes from China, and they just choose Shein to bitch about it. But
It's like super cheap. Fast fashion type stuff.
Yeah, like Temu. It's all these Chinese.
It's exactly like that.
It's like fucking all these Chinese sweatshops pumping out that's cheap and like undercutting everything by 80% because it's made by 7-year-olds, which is like
and the quality is
classic that's come from China forever. I feel like we did okay. There were some in there that were borderline, still trying to figure out the whole like obsession with 9/11. But beyond that, a couple of good ones.
Yeah.
That was good. You weren't too uncomfortable. You did okay.
Not too uncomfortable. No sweaty palms.
Yeah.
Maybe someone will explain the whole 9/11 joke just because I don't know what's funny about it. But.
Classic. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining us. I hope you weren't too offended. Peace.